Hi everyone, welcome to Science 100, Basic Nutrition. I wanted to give you just a brief video of how to navigate the course and how to find some information that you'll need to get started. You always want to, of course, start on mycentralpenn.edu and put in your information. Once in Blackboard, it should drop you off right to the announcements. I left an announcement for you that basically just kind of tells you that I'm here for you if you need me. And then there's also a video that you want to watch. Blackboard changed over the summer term, so there are some things that will look a little bit different. And this brief 5-minute video that the college is offering will kind of help you to see what's new and what has changed. Once you're done with that, I would like you to head to Start Here. Once in Start Here, you'll be able to watch a new video as well on how to navigate the course. This one is also a quick one. From there, you kind of want to just play around with professor information. You can take a look at a picture of myself, and you can see my information. If you would ever need me, my office hours are by appointment, but I'm more than available for a call or a text or an email to help you when you have questions. So please reach out to me in any of those ways. We can also FaceTime or chat on the phone if you're more comfortable with that. From there, you want to click on the syllabus, and this is where you're going to find the syllabus for the course. I've pulled it up for you here on another screen too, so you can see what it looks like. The course syllabus is a great place for you to look at what an overview of the whole course will look like for you. Here is a listing of the book that you will need. You do need to buy the book for the chapters that we will go over. The answers will come directly from there for our exams. Again, here's some information about me and how you can reach me. Some learning objectives for you. And then if we go down to grading, the way that you'll be graded in this course is by some exams. A final exam, which encompasses 15% of the course, some weekly assignments, and discussion boards. Those are going to be 30% of your course. A final project, which is on a fad diet. I'll be talking more about this in this video. And then 5% is your participation. Do you turn things in on time? Are you engaged in the course and turning assignments in when I need them? Below that are some rubrics for you. This is how I'm going to grade you. To get the highest points, of course, you want to be in the proficient category over here. So this is your discussion board rubric. You'll have one of these pretty much weekly. You want to make sure that you are answering all parts of my questions. So a lot of times students will lose points because they don't respond to everything. You'll also be required weekly to respond to another classmate and to respond to me. So I'll be asking you a follow-up question, or I may be asking you to clarify something that you put in your post. You can't receive all of your points unless you answer all parts and respond to a classmate and myself. So this rubric will be really helpful. Also, in the actual Blackboard, it will list for you when things are due. Make sure you're checking that checklist weekly to make sure that you're on track. Not everything will be due by Sunday. Your first discussion board will often need to be turned in by Friday or Thursday so that classmates have time to respond to you and that I have time to respond to you. You'll also have a weekly assignment to turn in. This is going to be some questions for you. We'll do a food diary in the beginning. We'll count calories. We'll kind of dive into that. You want to make sure that you complete the assignment and turn this in by Sunday as well. Below that is your final project. To get full credit, you again want to be in this proficient range. Your final project will be a paper in APA style. You need it to be 3 full pages. So this will kind of help you navigate how you're going to get that full credit for your final paper. And again, I said it will be on a fad diet. You really don't need to worry about it until week 4, but if you want to get a preview, there is a rubric on more specific instructions on the final project in week 4. You'll be choosing a fad diet topic, something like, the skinny teas that are out there, or ketosis is new right now, the keto diet, something along those lines to kind of tell us more about and do some research. Finally, below that is class participation and professionalism. You can earn up to 50 points towards your final grade based on the following things. To get all 50 points, you have 0 absences. Now, this is an online course, so the only way you can get an absence is because you completed your work late. So you really want to pay attention to those checklists and make sure that your assignments are completed on time. And then from there, you can lose points because you were late or you turned something in not at all, and that's going to count as an absence for you. And then, of course, there's the Central Penn's grading scale and some policies that are on every syllabus. Below all of this is your course schedule. Okay, in order to access week 1, you're going to need to take the pretest, and you'll see this in the coursework folder on Blackboard. Below that, though, this is what I'm talking about, this homework section. That's going to be really helpful in making sure that you turn things in on time. So for week 1, it says read chapters 1 to 2 in the textbook. Preview some presentations. I always will do a narrated presentation for you where I do the PowerPoint and then kind of talk about it in more depth. And then you need to take the pretest. Again, your week 1 folder will not open until you take your pretest. So you want to try and take your pretest pretty early in this first week. You have an assignment due in week 1. Your introduction discussion board is due by Thursday of week 1. And then you just need to acknowledge that you saw the syllabus. That's due by Sunday at midnight. So this homework section that's in your syllabus is really going to help you to stay on track and make sure that you're not losing any participation points. It's also listed in each of the weekly coursework folders, so it's listed 2 places for you. Okay, if you understand the syllabus, make sure you head over to the discussion board and that you post that you acknowledge that you've read and you understand the course syllabus. Okay, let's get back to Blackboard. If I click back to coursework, this is where you're going to see the majority of where you're going to access your things weekly. So right here at the top, you'll see Welcome to Science 100. This is where this video is. You'll see some APA resources for when you do your paper. You'll see a course schedule, which is really helpful. It's kind of a down and dirty block schedule that shows you what you're going to do each week. You may want to print this and kind of check mark it for yourself each week. I'll give you a preview of what it looks like. Just kind of looks like this. It has, week 1, make sure you take the pretest. You're going to read chapters 1 and 2, and then off to the right is your homework. So this is kind of just a down and dirty what's due every week, and this might help you to stay on track a little bit better, make sure that you're on target. Okay, so that's going to be really helpful, and that's there for you on that main coursework page. Below that, you'll see the pre-post test. Again, you must complete this pretest to gain access to week 1. So you'll see here I'm in the student view, and I can't see week 1 until I take this pretest. Okay, if I head out of student view, now I'm in my teacher view, then week 1 will pop up. Week 1 will also pop up for you once you take the pretest. Okay, so below that, then you'll see every week listed, and it always has a little welcome message and what it looks like. If we click into a folder, let's click into week 1, it will always all look the same. So you'll have a checklist, and this is, again, just similar to that schedule that I showed you, tell you what you need to complete and when it's due, so this is really nice for you. It has some overview and objectives, what we're going to be talking about and learning this week. And then below that, you'll see materials and resources and assignments and projects. Okay, so if I click on materials and resources, it's always going to have the material that we're learning for the week. So you'll see a PowerPoint for chapter 1 is right here. And then below that, you'll see my narrated video presentation. So if you click on these videos, it will have me teaching you, just like it would in an on-ground course, what we would learn this week. So for this week, we have Chapter 1, slides 1 to 19, Chapter 1, slides 20 to 25, the Chapter 2 PowerPoint, and then the Chapter 2 narrated video presentation. This is always where you want to start weekly. Review these because this is really going to teach you what we're learning that week. Okay, so once you're done with all the materials and resources, then you want to go back out to coursework, click back into week 1, and then you want to go to your assignments and projects. So assignments and projects are the things that you owe me. So we're going to learn first for materials and resources, and then we're going to do our assignments. You'll weekly pretty much have an assignment. The directions are right here. Your first one is to keep a food diary for 3 full days. What do you eat? The meals, the snacks, the drinks. And to kind of keep track of that, you can do it on a Word document, you can do a notepad on your phone, and then kind of convert it. When you're ready to submit, you're going to click on Assignment 1, and you'll see the rubric is there. If you want to get a closer look, you can see how I'm going to grade you. You can also look at the due date, so I need it Sunday. This says April 15th. I will change that. It's due the first Sunday. And then it's going to tell you what you need to do. To submit, you can either write a submission right in here, or a lot of students will make a Word document and then browse their computer and attach the file that way. Okay, so that's up to you how you want to submit that. Okay, below that is a discussion board that's due this week. This week, I just want you to tell me a little bit about yourself, what's your major, why you're at Central Penn, what your goals are. And this kind of helps me to get to know you since it's not an on-ground course. You can get to that discussion board 2 ways. You can click on it directly here, or you can head over to the discussion board on the left. Okay? Once you've done everything in that folder, then you're done with mainly all of your assignments and projects for that week. But you do want to make sure that you go back to whatever week we are in and check that checklist at the very top. So have I read chapters 1 to 2? Have I watched the presentations? Pre-test? Did I do assignment 1? Did I do an introduction discussion board? And then did I complete my acknowledgement of the syllabus? So this checklist is really going to be a lifesaver to help you make sure that you're on track. Okay, based on that, that's pretty much how you navigate the course. If you have any questions or concerns, please make sure that you reach out to me. You can also play around with the course and kind of get a better idea of where we're headed. So if you have any questions, I look forward to learning alongside you this course, and I know that we'll have a great course. So thanks for talking, and if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great week.